And I like driving hookers around. They were always nice, smelled the best, good to talk to a lot. Yeah, they were great. Dancers too. Married at the time, plenty of action to be had. Yeah. Oh yeah, they always get those offers. I never took them from the hookers. Did have a lot of fun, but never with the hookers. All right, get out of the way, man. What do you got? King Queen dominating. That's a queen. No jack. That's another queen. That's a final table, kiddos. Boom. Final table. Nice. Final table 8-handed. So we're guaranteed $64 here, plus we've made $88 in bounties. Pretty good on a $6 buy-in, but top two players get $451. Plus, if you win the tournament, you get your bounty plus the other players. So it will be pretty big money. It usually is going to be about 75 to 100% of the top prize will be the bounty. So I would imagine first prize to be somewhere around $700 or $800, maybe 750, somewhere in there, at least. I've never used it. I've never used it. I have no idea how it works. Oops, caps. Going to reload the table in a minute so we can get the final table background, if you all never saw that before. $2.5, you got it, bro. So where are the big bounties? So my dude here, yeah, he's got the $62 bounty. He's the biggest. Directly to my right. If you find an MTT you want to play an hour before the reg starts, you can click staking button and offer staking. Interesting. Also, you can buy stakes from different people offering. Ah, interesting. Hmm. So this is the total number of chips in the tournament. 96 million. I have 15.15 million. The average right now is 12 million. So we're doing pretty good. So this is the total number of chips in the tournament. What I usually like to do is divide by the next blind level. So right now we're at whatever that says, 240K. When the blinds go up, there will be 345 blinds in the whole tournament. This is the thing you got to be aware of. Look at this raise. So win here could be around 800 with booties. Yep. Because you got to remember, if I knock this player out right now, I get $62 immediately, and his $62 gets added to my tally, right? But when your heads up, the other player is going to have like a $200 bounty. If you knock him out, you get all of that. So it'll say like 100. You actually get this over here. The total bounty. You get the whole thing because there's nowhere to split it. So you get all of that plus you get all of yours. Like my bounty says $45.68. That means if somebody knocks me out, they're going to win $90, right? Because I've made this much, I would get all that. So if it comes down to like this guy and me, that's this number that says 200 here is going to get added to our bounties. Now it's going to grow. You can see the other bounties on the table. It's going to grow over time. Put up 3 MTTs and sold out 50% of them all. Wow, nice. That's pretty good. Two jacks. Standard open. Not folding to this guy. Just a call. Really? So this is a race. Brazilian. They only have a $9 bounty. If they had a bigger bounty, I think I would go for it. I'm going to fold this one. I don't like it. It's kind of a lot for a final table jam. Best
You're
case scenario, it's a
running
race.
around like an
they're
idiot in
not
your
jamming
trunks.
tens there. Absolutely not. Best case scenario, it's a race. I think that's a good fold, especially when I'm second in chips. Like this guy's got 90 blinds, but I have 60, so it kind of is what it is. The Hulk Hogan sound. Here's a fun fact. Now, this isn't true when you're streaming, because people do get to see your cards eventually. But when you're playing poker, if somebody raises you and you just don't like the situation, you can fold at any time and people don't know what you folded. You can just, I was kidding. So feel free to do that. Mm-hmm. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. Yeah, I have a decent seat. Yeah, I do. Yeah, it's definitely good that the chip leader's on my right. Don't mind defending here. Yeah, it was definitely ace king or ace queen, something like that. Honestly, queens will do that. So I'm either dominated or racing.
I'm black.
So it's like, who cares? I feel like this guy's going to raise quite often when I limp, but I want to see. No, not automatic. .24. Yep, got to bet twice. 8-8 or 8-9? Hell no. No. I mean, I see where you're coming from, but absolutely not. Nobody's doing that for 35 blinds on the final table. You got to remember, this player's sitting there with 10 mil. That's middle of the pack. They're not putting themselves in ICM risk to rejam like that. If they had 20 blinds, 100%. Yeah, apartment burned down years ago. It's funny. It's actually this exact same one. Yeah, it was 7 a.m. and Courtney woke me up and she said, I'm smelling something. And I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? She got woken up in her sleep by the smell of heat and smoke. So I walk out into the living room and the sun's coming in, through the blinds. And it's like a little hazy, but I'm like, I don't know what the fuck is going on here. And I look around and I look right by our front door, and the entire ceiling by the front door is black. And I just turned around and I said, grab the dogs, put the dog on a leash. I grabbed, and she grabbed that and her iPad. I think that was it. And I shut the doors, which thank God I did that because my computer was saved, and some of our clothes, but everything else we lost. Everything else was just smoke damage lost. And I actually had to come back in before the fire department got here to get our keys because we only had one set of car keys, and without that we would just be totally, totally, totally fucked. So I actually leaned in. Pipes burst in the ceiling, their floor, and water and fire is like raining down. And I grabbed the keys and pulled out, and the whole roof came in. And found out that it was because the guy who lived upstairs, we didn't even know anybody lived up there. We had seen, like, we thought it was storage because, like, we had seen like a bed frame like leaning against the wall, but we never heard any noise. Like, if you had asked me, like, on your life, is somebody living there, I would say nope. But apparently he was a pill popper, and he fell asleep on his polyester couch with a cigarette. And, he was doped out of his mind, and he just went up like a, pack of firecrackers. And I was so mad. This woman showed up later, and she's like, oh, my God, what happened to whatever his name was? And I was like, who's that? And she's like, that's the guy who lived up there. And I'm like, well, and I was going to, like, be nice about it, but she goes, I can't believe it. He must have fallen asleep with a cigarette again. And I go, what? She said that she would check on him, and he would have a cigarette burning a hole in the couch, and she would walk in and be like, "Wake up, you're gonna fucking burn the place down." And I was like, "You saw that and didn't have somebody intervene on this man?" And she was like, "Yeah." And I just literally went, "Fuck you, you just cost me my whole everything." And I started screaming at her, and eventually they just made her leave. And yeah, I talked to the fire department after. A fire chief was sitting there, and I was like, "What do I do?" And he says, "Well, your renter's insurance is liability." He's right. So basically, it's to protect a single person from liability. So, like, let's say I had a bad toaster and it burned the place down. I couldn't be held liable to have to pay the apartment complex. But it doesn't protect your belongings and shit. So there was no recourse. Now I have a renter's insurance that's my own private renter's insurance. It costs $8 a month. It would have saved my life. But anyway, so I said, "So what do I do?" And he says, "Well, normally what you would do in this situation is that the gentleman who caused the fire would be liable. So you would go after him, and his insurance would pay for your stuff, and that includes his renter's insurance for liability. But since he's a fucking briquette, you have no legal recourse." And he was 100% right. They brought the guy down in a, one of those blue body bags. It didn't even look half full. Yeah, he said that they put him in there with a shovel. There's the total chips. Next blind level is 320,000. So there'll be 300 blinds in the entire tournament when the blinds go up in a few minutes. Well, I guess 12 minutes. I guess 1 minute it's going up. Just going to give it up. Superhero story. Yeah, the funny part about that, about going back in for the keys, like having to lean in the door and grab them off the thing, I didn't even have shoes on, man. I was in my fucking pajama bottoms and a tank top. I didn't even have fucking shoes on. It was very diehard. Hmm. This 3-bet sucks, but the fives are definitely not strong enough. Yeah, they're getting it in. All right, good fold. Look at that 5. 10. Ugh. Well, it's better because now this guy, the bigger bounty, is short stacked. And he's to my right. Pair of 4s. Just got to bet twice, kids. Don't be afraid. It's a juicy bounty, too. 40 bucks. Next blind level. So there's 300 bounty. There's 300 blinds in the tournament. And we have 50 of them. Next blind level is 360,000. There'll be 268 blinds. My nephew was renting a house, left to run errands with his wife. A baseboard heater set the place on fire. He lost everything, including his poor dog and cats. Jesus Christ. That sucks. Yeah. The one thing I will say is that the Red Cross was really great to us. Yeah, everything. You lose everything because that's the thing. Like, people don't realize like smoke damage. I was talking to the fire chief and I said, what about stuff that didn't burn, like pans and plates? And he goes, go get a frying pan. So I went and got a frying pan. It was clean. And I walked it. He says, walk outside with me. We walk out of the apartment. We walk down the thing. He goes, okay, wave it around your head. He's like, I'm like, okay. And he goes, now smell it. And I smell it, and it smells like fucking smoke. And he goes, you smell that? And I go, yeah. He goes, if you heat that up, you're going to be ingesting toxic chemicals that will absolutely give you cancer in lightning speed. He's like, you have to throw everything away. Your plates, your dishes, everything. Everything. It's just insane. Like, fire does the most damage to your personal property than anything. Like, flood will ruin your house as well, but you can save some shit. Fire, it's over, man. It's just over. I think we definitely want to call this one. That's pretty good. It's a big bet. Player is very aggro. I mean, if you have two pair, you should probably go ape shit here, but that's kind of a lot. And he's setting up a barrel on the river. So that'd cost me 2.2. I'd have 11. He's only got a $9 bounty is the problem. How much is there in the pot? 4.166. So I'm getting 7. I'm getting 3 to 1. I get 18. It's 20% too high. Fold. All right, going on break. He was going to jam the river. So when I'm contingent on a card to be able to play the river well, I don't like it. Obviously, I don't want to fold the flop, but he's just jamming the river. And I don't know that he has an ace or a queen there, but I know for a fact he's jamming the river. Player's very aggressive. Just the being from Brazil will tell you a lot. I'm surprised most of this table is USA at this time of night. Yeah, there's 2 Brazilians and the rest of us are USA. I'm going to be right back, guys. Once the first player is eliminated from the final table, you're going to see it go much faster. So don't worry. I will be right back, though. I'm just going to grab some ice. Won't be a minute. going to be in it for a while. I feel like my shoes or whatever. Big ace with big bet to get folds from draws. Yeah, that makes sense. I agree. It doesn't really matter what he has. It doesn't really matter because I'm contingent on a card to play well. So that's one where I have to hit it on the turn because hitting it on the turn kind of gets me bluffed into, you know? Here's a short stack. Pretty good size bounty. I like him on the button when I'm in the big blind. Still sitting in third of the average. Just gotta be calm. All right, let's go. We're seeing a player that's very tight, very aggressive, also from the Brazilian, which isn't uncommon, but that's the 35 blind jam from the small blind when I raised with the jacks. So people can think that like, oh, this player's picking on me because I folded before and blah, 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 blah. It's not true. All that it means is that the guy coincidentally had spots where he could bet at you. Live, you can maybe get that read, but online, you really can't. The amount of times in my past that I thought I had that read, well, this is getting called, that I thought I had that read, and this player should rejam. You're coming out under the gun. You should rejam. You should have at least fucking, yeah. I mean, unless this is a trap. But how do you fold for 28 blinds to win 62? You give up the chip lead, but you're going after $70 in immediate profit. I mean, there isn't a pay jump like that for another 5 spots or 3 spots. You have to call this. If you have something decent like a pair of 10s, you have to call this. No, ace queen suited and jacks, because this just call. Yeah. I guess I was right with 10s. Hold 9s. We don't want that bounty going anywhere. All right, that evens out these stacks. That's pretty good. Takes this guy down quite a bit. Makes the top stacks a lot closer together. It's kind of flattening out a little bit, which is to be expected. My man might be tilty. This dude had a monstrous chip lead. Like crazy, crazy big. The volatility going on right here now, I'm going to get out of the way of. I'm not going to raise this. I think we're seeing a little bit of a blow up could happen here. Just wanted to say, keep the grind up. The stream is very nice vibes with great personal conversations. I just wanted to thank you for the 7 hours. Keep me entertained while I lost attorney after tourney on the river. No problem, my man. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Check out the YouTube. Go subscribe to the YouTube. All the final tables, which, hi, YouTube. All final tables, all the Wake Up With Me streams, which are the training streams where we go through training materials from Jonathan Little's site, pokercoaching.com. Not sponsored, but I do pay for that site. It's a great investment in your game. All the Jedi mind tricks, all the fun ways to learn stuff where we do like the movie spliced in and all the cool effects and editing, all the mini stuff, all the media I put out is all eventually archived on YouTube. And every single session of the 100 to 1000 WSOP cash game challenge. So you'll get to see me play cash on there, and every single hand I'm playing in that challenge is going to be on YouTube, and it's all there in different playlists. So go check it out. When you have nothing else to watch, man, I have hundreds, literal hundreds of hours of content for you. Wow. Look at this. How do you fold? I mean, you get 4.5 to 1. What do you have? I'm not saying you have to call with everything, but it should be fairly wide. This can put your brain in a pretzel if you have like a pair of eights or something here. Because the compulsion is just to bet so that you charge a draw, but this is so small. I mean, when he's got an ace and this guy's got a flush draw, all the money goes in. His bounty's so small, though, there's like no incentive. This is probably just a fold from this fucking yokel. Yeah. I don't really like the check raise either. Because, like, if you had an ace, I mean, I like it if you have spades, but I don't think the guy had spades. If you have an ace, I think you're better off. Now we're almost tied for second. Look at this. Yeah. Well, he would drop down to third. I'm in second. My man still got me here by like 4 mil. But I don't hate it. I don't hate this situation. I also review hands that I've tagged throughout the stream, and I've tagged like 20 of them from this run. So We'll go through those tomorrow too on the Wake Up With Me stream. Usually noon Pacific Standard Time. Subscribed, much appreciated, my man. Okay. It's a good jam spot. Saw that 6 and thought it was going to be really good. So this guy should just define his hand. I think he can bet like 3 1/4 and get the fold here. All right, that'll do. I mean, it's a good float. If you have, I mean, this guy has the chips, but it's a good float. Probably best just to kill it. Ooh. I need a lot of folds here. See, here's the thing. I want this player to jam. And this player's been kind of active lately. That 3-bet sucks. This guy has like almost no 3-bet range. Okay. I wanted to call, have this guy jam, him fold, and me call. But I can't 3-bet him even on the button. I can't 3-bet him with the 8s. I mean, this player is raising too much. But yeah. All right. Another good fold. And it's not results oriented. Like, obviously we would just have to jam. And what am I going to do? Dark jam into a guy who's betting pre-flop or 3-betting pre-flop super small? Like, there's no way. So I think my minimum to jam there has to be, believe it or not, has to be queens. Because jacks, I don't even like it. I'm going to fold this one. This player's too shallow. He may jam. If it was suited, I would raise and just take the shot. But the way the bounties are distributed, it kind of screws everything up. So, like, these are my targets. This guy and this guy. And it's good because when this guy's on the button, I'm in the blind. And when I'm on the button, this guy's in the big blind. So it's kind of awesome. This player also being short is good. He's a little bit more of a problem, but I like my seat. And, you know, the goal is to win the tournament, you know. So, I mean, it sucks. We've kind of just had to hang back and make some good folds. And, you know, what can you do? I mean, not really sure what's going on here. Tell me my 8 was good. Oh, wow. How do you not bet the turn? I mean, I get it. He bets the flop, but I mean, it's just kind of whatever. I'll try and be there. I've got videos to edit tomorrow, so I'll be there as I... Oh, okay. Nice. You have a channel? Or are you an editor for a job? That's interesting. How do you fold? I'm glad he did, but It doesn't seem right for him to fall. I mean, is he just going for straight steals in the cutoff or the hijack? Ugh, need a hand. Still at the average, so I'm still okay. And it's really going to be a challenge of who has the most patience at this point. Let's see here. Times 360,000 divided by next blind level 400K. Gonna be 240 in there. This hand's been pretty good for me all tournament. If I can get to the flop on it. Wow. It's been really good to me. I say noon Pacific Standard Time, usually by noon. And I don't do it every day. Like, I didn't do one today because I knew I was playing tournaments, but the Wake Up With Me streams are kind of a staple. I think I got like 90 of them on there. All right, well, at least he's raising on a first. Oh, you do freelance editing. Nice. Whisper me a link, man. I don't have the budget for it right now, but I may need you in the future. Like, eventually, hopefully, I'm going to find an editor to make my stuff when it becomes the right time for me to hire one. Look at this. I like that he cut him down. I mean, my man's all traps. Next blind level, 450 thou. There'll be 200 blinds in the whole tournament. 214. So it's getting serious. It's always that situation where nobody wants to be the first one out. But this player's vulnerable. This player's vulnerable. They both got good bounties. Like, this player, like, mid-stack with a shitty bounty, mid-stack with a shitty bounty, don't really care. Like, it's really about these three guys. And me, I guess, because I have one of the bigger bounties. So we're kind of just looking for a hand that we can fade a race with. To open. Because we're trying to get it in with this guy. Dun, 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 dun. Appreciate you guys coming out. Don't forget to check out the YouTubes if you're new. I see the numbers climbing because we are on a final table, and that's always the way it goes. If you don't like me at my minimum cash, you don't deserve me at my final table. Like, I get it. I don't watch some schlub grinding through the mid stages of tournaments either. I gotta like the motherfucker. Plus, I play micro, which I know is relatable because I'm just rebuilding my bankroll, but still. I mean, it's a blind defense. It's a late position open. Ugh. At least I'm not getting my good hands out of position. That's what I can say. Did you guys try this on?
Oh my god.
Oh. 20 blind jams. I mean, that's a big bounty. You kind of got to call for something good. I mean, that's a standard jam. My man needs a jack. Look at this. I had the nut. Nut straight. And we are down to 7. Nice little pay jump. Sucks that one of the bigger bounties left, but we do jump up to $90. So pretty good. I hate defending with this. I don't mind it in a 3-way pot. It's actually better for me. Because this player doesn't do as much funky shit with the player behind. Goes check around. I think we want to... I'm going to check the turn. I can't imagine somebody's going to take a shot at this without something. I mean, the big stack might, but he just got these chips. People don't really go crazy. I have custom rates pending on how much people want to spend based on how much work I put in on the video. Nice. I mean, I can't. King 8. It's fine. Less money doesn't mean bad editing. I just don't spend 10 hours on it. No, I get it. I never realized how much complicated shit there was to editing because you have to like shave off 5 seconds, 3 seconds, or whatever. It's rough, man. I heard the term killing babies that film producers use. Kevin Smith says it a lot. He's like, editing is the process of killing your babies. So, fun fact though, pretty much every Oscar winner shot by a man, edited by a woman. I always found that interesting. All the Star Wars, just like most action films, like always shot by a man, edited by a woman. You can look into it. It's really hilarious. It's a pretty easy open. Trying to target this player. It's a good jam spot for him, and we're not folding. Yep. Hey, tight image works. I'll take it. It's kind of the same scenario. Jam the button. Nope. Players are kind of waiting on this too. Well, I'm not folding. because the expected value is through the roof. Fuck. Huh, 10 to 15 a video? Not bad. I'm just going to check it. I mean, he's not going to fold a pair. Yeah, that's what I figured. Honestly, if the board hadn't paired on the or hadn't made the full house on the end, I was going to jam it. I was absolutely going to jam it. Because I had him on a pair, and I was looking for a reason to jam. And when the jack hits the turn, if a card 7 or lower comes out, I'm just going to rip it. I am a big target now. I get a big bounty, and I'm crippled. I like his bet on the flop. And I like his check on the river, because if I had an 8, that's exactly the way I would play. Sucks this player's all in now. Hopefully he gets eliminated. Now I'm looking to go up ladders. Player 3-bets quite often, too. Can we do a 5? 5s and 4s? That screws me. All right. Well, you're going to see a lot of all-ins, kids. And I'm probably going to get called, so it can't be just crazy wide. If somebody else calls, I'll call, do a stop and go. If I hit a slice. That's a super strong hand. That's a good hand. Under the right circumstances, it's very jammable. This is one of them. Unless this player just straight rips it. All right, we're probably getting called. But this is my best option. Oh, I'm dominating. Hold. Hold that shit. Hold. No 7, no 8. Boom. Thank you, sir. Greedy shit. Back up to 12-7. Got all my fucking chips back. More than that. Lost 5 million on that one and just won back like 6.5. It's kind of rough if this guy jams. He doesn't jam now. Yeah, I won back 6.5. So got all my chips back and then some. Take one hand off. Swingy. Folding. Next one's 500K. Oh, look at this. Shorty's all in. Oh, that's unfortunate. Ooh, look at this. Chop. Chop it. Yeah. That's not great. Divided by 500K at the next blind level. 193 blinds left. That's all there will be in the whole tournament. Folding. Oh, the tension. The drama. That man's got 23 mil. I mean, cut this guy in half. I want it. I want it. Poot reverb. Haven't had a lot of hands, man. Had an ace jack I had to give up. I had pocket eights I had to give up. I had pocket jacks I had to give up. This player's been the tightest motherfucker I've ever seen, so I think it was the right move to fold those jacks. I'm feeling better and better about it the more I see him just like giving up everything pre-flop. Check. Look at that. This is a goat bet. I'm goating him. Ah! I really thought he might have had a little something like a queen and betting so small. Like I really thought he might go for it. 14-4. I can't. This guy's too prone to jam. I mean, 2 short stacks. Wow. My man is just getting shaved. It's kind of crazy. Woo. Oh, fuck. Really thought the shorty would go there. It's not a great flop for the opener. But I can have a lot of jacks. Once he folds, I'm either getting trapped or I win the pot. That's a nice one. I like those. I like those little ones. Those are nice ones. 17 mil. I like those little ones. They just kind of make sense when my range is wide open. Once I get past the player behind, it's all pretty good.
Come on, Boogie, let's burn this motherfucker down!
I got him covered, too. He's going after it. Long as he stays below me in chips, I'm happy. I mean, this is not going to be easy. If I can take out one of these guys, I'll be happy. Hey, Mozzie. Thanks, my man. With the burn it down. That's funny. Why 193 blinds? When the blinds go up, this is the total number of chips, 96,700,000. The next blind level is 500K. So that means there will be total in the tournament, because you're looking at this in blinds. Here's the actual chips. 23 million, 9 million, 12. I got 16. But this is it in blinds. So there'll only be 193 blinds in the whole tournament. So that's kind of how you got to judge where you're at. I mean, if this player goes here, I have to call. All right. Now it's a regular poker game. Okay. You win. The mistake that gets made here is somebody calling with like King Jack or King Queen. Like, because this is just always a mediocre ace, like Ace 10 or something. Don't mind the Jack 8. Glad I'm not in this pot. Oh, that spade. I kind of want this guy to double through this guy, but I don't see really how it happens unless he checks here. And this guy just goes absolute banana crackers. But I mean, I just don't see it. I don't see how. I'm hearing the Pookie burn this one down. Like, I mean, yeah, dude, that's what happens. Like, you bet to block, and the guy just has the fucking king. All right. If it folds to me, I'm jamming. Fold, dude. Yeah, that sucks. It sucks because once he opens, I can't rejam, and these players are only going to rejam premiums. So if I jam, they're going to call off wider. But the call, holy shit, that's bad play. Even if you have aces, I don't like that. Longest game ever? Dude, this is nothing. I've been on final tables. Granted, I won. But I've been on a final table before for 5 hours. This won't go that long. You see like 193 blinds left. Like, that's where we're at right now. So one guy's got 50. The other one's got 50-ish. Next blind level, 175. Look at this. Look at these 2 micro stacks with just good bounties. I mean, if you think about it, yeah, see, like, people are just going to keep going after him. We just get out of the way. Because the next guy who goes out in 7th place, it's a $30 pay jump plus this bounty. So if you knock this guy out, it's worth $50 right there. Same for this guy. And the next guy you knock out, it's worth another 30 plus their bounty. So it's basically $50 to knock these guys out because of the pay jump. But I'm not trying to get involved in anything in between. This guy's super bounty happy, and these guys are really trying to go up in payout structure. This is a great move because this player is almost never going to call this. Like, you fold everything up to, like, queens there. Like, I don't know if it is a move. Look at this. Raise it up. Do it. All right. I'm not folding. Even if this guy jams. Not folding. Let's do it. Come on, baby. Hold. Hold it. Hold. Gray card. Ace'll do. Boom! Knock you out. Give me that booty. $30 bounty, $20 pay jump. $30 pay jump. Nice. Trust me, I beat my grandpa at all the family poker games. You know, my grandmother actually taught me how to play poker. I was 8 years old. And my brother was sick. You don't know this about me. My brother was sick. He had a tumor behind his nose the size of a grapefruit or a softball. And so he had to, basically the treatment took him to Orlando. We grew up in Florida. I lived in South Florida. And the only one down there who could take care of me was my grandmother. And it would be 10 months when I would end up living with her while my parents were at the Ronald McDonald House living there, you know, because we didn't know if my brother was going to live or die, basically. Spoiler, he lived, did very well for himself and has 4 great kids, lives in Colorado. Totally healthy, but it was really dangerous there for a while. So I was about 8 years old and went to go live with my Orthodox Jewish grandmother, who to this day I will tell you was, what's the Yiddish word for it? Bitch. She was a hard broad, like just ruthless and like she was not a likable woman. So my first day there, I'm living with her, right? I'm in middle school. I'm in like, I don't know what grade. I'm going to defend here. Ooh, gut shot. Let's check. Going to expect a bet here. Could have led, but I think out of position, I think you're just always checking. So anyway, okay, this call kind of bothers me. I'm going to give this up. When he snap calls that quick, I don't like it. I think hitting a queen there is bad for me because he's going to have queen 10 a lot and king queen. So anyway, so the first day I'm there, she's like, take out the trash, you'll make a quarter. Sweep that up, you'll make 50 cents. Look at this fucking river card. I mean, he could still have king queen, right? I mean, it's a long shot. I think I only had those 4 outs if this is good for me. But showed a 9. Anyway, so I did the chores all week long. Then on Friday on Shabbos dinner, this is a weird situation. Really? Okay. Give me a free shot. Nice. So we have dinner and then we're eating dessert and she counts it up and it's like $3.80 something cents, right? And she says, she counts it out of a jar on top of her refrigerator, just like, you know, in change. And I'm going to scoop it up and she goes, hang on a second. And she pulls out a deck of cards and she teaches me 7-card stud. And when I say she teaches me 7-card stud, she yells at me when I did everything wrong, even though I just learned the game. She was like, you can see that I have a pair of 10s. If you can't beat a pair of 10s, what are you calling for? You should be raising. Blah, 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 blah. All this kind of stuff. She was brutal. And she cleaned me out. And she did that every week for the next 10 months. And she's the one rematch I would like in my life. She played her way through college. She paid for all of her real estate courses by playing poker. She was a stone cold killer and a total bitch, and we had a special relationship from then on. And there's a saying that goes around the poker table. There's an old saying you'll hear at a poker table in Vegas a lot. Oh, when somebody raises on the river and it's like super greedy or whatever, they're like, I would raise my grandmother out of her, medication money, or offer a social security check. I don't give a fuck. Those people are lying. I would absolutely take my mother's or my grandmother's last dollar, because that cunt cleaned me out for slave labor for a fucking, almost a year. And yeah, I ended up nobody knew about it. I ended up telling people about it after she died. And all the relatives came out and they were like, you know what, we do seem to remember her playing poker, but we never thought it was anything serious. Grandma had been to like underground games where like people had guns and shit, and this was a Jewish woman in America in the 20s. This was not an easy scene. I mean, I like that people are just giving me a free shot at this guy. I'm going to be all in every time from the small blind if they fold to me, and I think they know that. I mean, I just have to be. Have you realized I'm just all in every time when they fold to me? These people think that the pay jump is more important than this bounty included with it. Like, they should be going after this. I think this player's been so tight that I'm actually just going to fold. Okay, I'm glad this guy raised. Well, the last time he did this, he had queens. Okay. Kings this time. Okay, I learned my lesson. If he raised smaller, I get a chance at him, but I guess he just doesn't want to risk it. Well, if you knock this guy out, you make $50 because you go up and pay jump and you get his bounty. That's stupid. Perfect scenario. Snap call kind of makes me think draw. So now that I have showdown value, I'm just going to check. Draw could be 3-4 for sure. He could definitely have an ace. I'm not folding to this. Ace jack, you're a pussy. He made about half of what he was supposed to make. All in. You got it. Look at this. They're going to fold to me, and I'm going to have to put this guy in with 7 deuce. All right, he can take it. That's the one I'll fold. Because he's folding. That's amazing. How do you think you're going to ladder? These two guys have 16 blinds. They're in zero danger. God, why does it have to be so garbage? It's a good raise. No, they didn't have any of that shit back then. They did have books, and the game was 7-card stud. You got to remember. Much different game. Hold'em didn't become popular until about 2003. All right. I used to go to the Seminole Hard Rock Casino in Florida. Not the Seminole Hard Rock, but it was just called the Seminole in Davie. And it was on Indian Land. And, oh, he's all in. And play 7-card stud, quarter 50 cent. So you'd get poker chips that were a quarter. And you would play, and the max was a $10 max pot. I mean, if you have an ace, you should bet. That's a good bet with an ace. Look at this. Oh, we might see a train wreck here. We might see an absolute train wreck. That's a big bet. Oh, I would pray for that to be a red card. I mean, you just bet. Unless you have like ace jack, I think you check, but if you have 2 pair or better, I think you can jam here. Wow. Pocket 8s. Look at that. Balls on this kid. I mean, he was up against a flush draw, so whatever. Pay jump. Up to 150 bucks. Plus my my bounties. So what is that, about 250-ish, something like that? Yeah, see, now we're going to see some action here. These two players have to make way against each other. Whoa, that's a cooler. Ooh, oh, still got outs. 11 outs. 11 outs twice. Nope. Now this guy has less than a blind, all in the small, and no bounty, or he's on the button with no bounty. Are you going to get it in, or are you going to wait? And he's already called. It's taking forever. It's a good raising spot. Yeah, go ahead, bro. You can free roll it. Queen 8, you have me crushed. Oh, look at this. Straight flush draw. Hold. Nice. She's definitely a tough love person, but she was more of a hard to love person. She was, here's the thing. There's like strict older people and all like that, but then there's just fucking mean, and she was just fucking mean. My dude's got half the chips. Next blind level, 600K. What you doing, bro? And if he goes, we're going to raise unless this guy raises. Of course he's going to raise. I mean, it's his job. He's a chip leader. It's fine. All right, he's got me crushed. There's only 161 blinds in the tournament, and this guy's got 80 of them at the next blind level. Well, this is fun. I think we raise. My man can reopen the betting. Really? This dude has only re-raised me with monsters. Alright. Pair. He did it so quick. $12 bounty, not worth it. And I couldn't take him out. 5 minutes. 5-handed. So it's going to come down to us three. Unless something weird happens. I'm going to go take a leak. I'll be right back. That stuff doesn't come gotten nowhere. Most of the time, the parents / elders treat their offspring in the way that they pass it on. Yeah, very true. I'll be right back. I'm going to grab some ice and take a leak. All right. Let's do it. This probably is going to be the last hour. So let's go. Going into our 9.5 hours live. To get down to this final table, top 3 would be pretty worth it. Got 118 in bounties and $150 about so far in caches. It's looking pretty good. All right, let's do it. Let's see, what sets the move here? What sets the mood? What sets the move? There you go. This is how I feel about playing tournament
We're
poker.
fighting an army of robots. And I have a bow and arrow. None of this makes sense.
Let's do it. Got 14 mil. Looking pretty good. To be clear, with that ace-queen, if this player wasn't in, I definitely would have snap-called that. Because getting up to 50 blinds before getting to heads up with this guy is going to be absolutely imperative. Smart man. I mean, you know a lot of heat's coming. All right. I don't know what you 3-bet 5-handed and don't call here, especially when the man's been jamming. Pocket tens, I think you have to call, bro. I mean, the guy's been 3-betting a ton. He's been getting a ton of hands. But I don't think you can fold ace-queen suited or pocket tens. I really don't. Plus, it's a huge bounty. I mean, the pressure that it elicits with this other player with only 5 blinds is kind of insane. Some people don't give a shit about ICM, though. So, there it is. Queens and nines. Yeah, you kind of have to call. Come on, nines and clubs. Club it. 9-ball. 9-ball one time. I'm not looking. I can't look. I'm squeezing. I mean, that kind of is good for us. I mean, me and this dude are just like in the hot seat. Okay. He's raised every other one. It's kind of good. Don't really want the flush. I mean, you can definitely have a 7 or a 3. Can't fold. Yep. Nice. My man might be losing it. Picking up some chips.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
I'm black.
$19.3. Got about 20% of the chips in play. All right. I'm just going to call. Ace, please. Ace 5 deuce. Ace ball. Fuck you. This guy with his fucking nines. Ah. It's 4 blinds to win 11. It's not even a decision. He's going to have king, queen. He's going to have any pair. He's going to have any 2 face cards. It's fine. And we're not folding to this one if he wants to jam. As long as this guy gets out of the way. Guy hasn't shown down one bad hand yet. Come on, do it. You got some fold equity. Let's go. Oh my God, ace ball. Oh, come on. I got 3 outs here, 2 outs. Hold. Hold, maximum pain, hold. Sorry, Chooch. I woke Choochie up. Boom. Four-handed.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Boys. Come here, Chooch. Choochie, come here.
Sorry, babe. I kind of screamed there for a minute.
Is that what got them going?
Yeah.
No.
Look at this.
Choochie. No.
I mean,
no.
my dude hasn't had a bad hand yet. Ace or queen? Oh, tens and kings. No sweat? Oh, 10 ball. I'm not looking. Oh. Well, that evened out awfully quick. Oh, and the kid's got kings. Down to 4. It's not bad. The down bet. I'll take it. I believe that's the chip lead, folks. Hey, 30 mil. Just the chips of 300 players. Fold that one out. Ace king. So we get 3-bet. Player doesn't have much of a bounty. It is a big pressure spot. He doesn't 3-bet much, and he usually jams. We're four-handed. I do believe this is a rip. Thank you. Why you fuck with me? Why you do? Why you know this is not right. Only 138 blinds left at the next jump. I got 34th mil. What the hell calls there? The deuce ball on the riv.
I'm black.
Whoa. My dude is into it. Okay, somebody's pissed. Pocket Trez. I'm curious. That's a pretty good flop for the gay waiter. You guys know that one? Gay waiter? A queen with a tray. I mean, we just check, right? I mean, it's a limped pot. I guess we just kind of goat the river. Try to get something. Nah, there's just nothing for him to have. Good to know he'll check down. See, now he's back to his thing. He's giving it away by the size of his bets. Like he jammed 35 blinds before when I raised. Remember that hand early in the night? Then he 3-bet small. Like he had no intention of calling after he 3-bet to 7 on that ace king hand. Like that's going to be his default move. I don't mind playing the ace for a trap. I mean, my dude bets everything. I think we bet here just to prevent the river being bet for nothing, and we just take it right down. That's the luxury you get as the chip leader. You no get to fuck with me no more. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make a raise. I expect a lot of jams here, honestly. Whoa. And I mean, he's got to have something, but I'm never folding, obviously. Just wasn't expecting them to be on autopilot. Da, 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 da. Let's see. Got 35.5 mil. Blinds go up. Hey, I still got 50. Next blind level, 800,000. 120 blinds left. Kind of close, but we are four-handed. Gut shot. I think he'll tell me exactly what's going on by the size of his bet. Yeah, he's already committed. That's fine. If he had bet smaller, I think there's room to bluff behind. But when he bets 2/3 pot, he's just saying, fuck it, I'm in. Which can even be like, if you have a king, then that's too bad for me. Now it's between these two. Definitely don't want one of them eliminating the other. If I had my way, I would take this guy out. Which is highly possible when we get dealt hands like this. Come on. Again, a pretty good flop when you have a queen. Just going to go ahead and bet. Should have bet quicker. Well, a set is the nuts. There are no straights or flushes possible. I have the actual nuts. Do it with 2 pair. Come on, baby. Yeah, heroed me with an 8. Yep. Nice. 40 mil. Thank you very much. If this guy raises, I'm going to jam. Fold. Okay. Yeah, with his bounty and the pressure on him, just have to. 60 blinds. 42 million. Ace deuce. Just calls. Kind of feel somewhere around there. It's an interesting turn because he's not supposed to have a lot of 9s. He's supposed to have a lot of flush draws. I mean, I'm not threatening his tournament life, so this isn't that hard to call if you have a 5. But you do become the short stack. Nice! 46 million. Kind of running you over here, fellas. What happened? What happened to all your fancy plays? What happened to all your check raising and your 3-betting pre-flop and all that stuff? What happened? I mean, we're down to 3. It's just kind of... Oh, well, not quite. This guy's still got a little bit left. But I don't mind this scenario. All right. Just raise. He's going to be all in. Okay. We'll play nice. Eight. It's not bad. I mean, he should just only be betting a pair, so I'm just going to let him have it. Yeah, king. Nicely done. Down to 3. And I have half the chips. It's pretty good. Okay. Gut shot, backdoor flush. I mean, you raise pre-flop. How often are you supposed to have an ace here? Not very. I think this is a floatable one. Checks. I think we make it look like we have the ace and we put pressure on. Snap calls. Damn. So you ever have a flush draw here? $22, I'll have 26, he'll have 51. Shit. Oh, the river. You fucking lucky shit. No way he calls me if he doesn't hit that river. There's 0 chance he calls me if he doesn't hit that river. That's literally one card that can do that for him. That sucks. And I have to put him all in because I'm going for his bounty. Damn it. Like, I have to go for his bounty if that's the case. Oh, that sucks. Limped pot. That really sucks. Because if I do anything less than all in, he's going to see right through the bluff. Because he's got the biggest bounty in the tournament. I should want to take it. So when he has ace-8, there's no way he can fucking call. No way. Unless he hits the 3-outer perfect on the river. That's so brutal. Oh, that's a literal 3-outer, or I win all those chips. I'm at 80 blinds, and these guys are both at 20 and 30. That is brutal. Oh. 6%er. But that's how you win poker tournaments. Next pay jump's pretty big, so these guys can clash all day. I mean, on this board, I imagine you got to bet at least... No, you're not betting, really? Look at this shit. Overbet jam. Are you kidding? Are you kidding? Why are you even calling with the king high? All right. We can play nice. Can bet. So my dude calls with anything, so I'm just gonna check. I mean, I don't think I'm getting him off of anything that beats me, and the 9 on the river kind of dissuades me from betting for value. So sometimes he goes for a bluff. He just has like a jack 4 or jack 5 or something. King deuce, man. Okay, sir. So you just want to go out in third place? That's what you're telling me, right? I don't know how. This guy's been pretty aggressive pre-flop, but I'm not really sure now that we're three-handed. Check. It's fine. Gotta let him have it. I'm honestly probably ahead, but I gotta let him have it. Just because second place is such a pay jump. It's a $170 pay jump. All right. Deuce, deuce, deuce. 8's not bad. When he raised the last ace, I'm just going to go ahead and bet. Check raise? You got it, man. Well, we're getting aggro here. Let's do it. Come on. Really? That's nice of you. Bye.
Wake up, Daddy
What
Sean.
the fuck is that? Straight draw and an overcard on a flush draw board. Like, what? I mean, it's kind of either way. I mean, if he stays in the tournament, his bounty stays there. But if he goes out, we're heads up. We're heads up. Let's do it. All right, so we've locked up $450 for second place. So we're playing for the bounties. So there are about $330 in bounties. So that's the difference between first and second. So first place will be about $700. All right. Just gonna bet quickly and kind of big. Nope. All right. Got 37 million to his 60 or 59. Fold this one here. King 6 been good to me. We're not at the point where we're min raising yet. We're both too deep. All right. Settle in, kids. My man's getting tight, heads up. He ain't got as many moves, heads up. I'm tightening up my range just a bit. Just because he's tightened up. He's making these big raises. He's really going to hurt himself here. I'm going to go with the delayed C-bet. There's a lot of cards for him to have. I'm going small. Snap calls. There's no draw here. He's not folding to me. Even if he has just a 4, he's not folding. Jack high has some showdown. Yeah, hit the queen. Definitely should have bet the flop, but that's okay. That showdown will help me. Now I'll just start betting all flops. Must defeat this villain. Final boss mode. 9-4 twice in a row. Superstitious raise. I mean, if he beats this, can always be putting that doubt in his head too, because how the fuck do I ever have a 4? It's evening out. Got 43 mil. He's getting pissed. He's going to start 3-betting. Have fun. Love you too. Yeah, he's getting pissed. That hand had some value to it, but he's getting aggravated. 3.2. All right, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Ten's pretty good. invulnerable. Not much reason to raise. Having a 7 is nice. It's hard for him to have 9-7. Now folding. That's what I thought, sir. Ooh, chip lead? We're all evened out, bro. We're all evened out. I wonder if he's going to start bringing down his raise sizes now that we're even. I wonder if he ever folds a flop. Gotta start c-betting those flops every time. Okay. You play good. I'll give you that one. Good play, good play, good play. Keep on raising. Calls. It's possible I'm beat, like by something he can call with, but not likely. 53 million. These big bets are just hurting him. He's literally telling me what he has. Blinds go up. Walk. I'll walk one. Okay. Do it. There's no way to see it.
Wake up,
81
Daddy
million.
Some.
You gonna flop? Okay. Now he's betting small. I'm gonna check jam. Ugh. Come on. Spade, deuce, 5. Spade, deuce, 5. Spade, deuce, 5. Spade, deuce, 5. Fuck. I mean, he was willing to go broke with a 3. That's fine for me. Still got him on the ropes. Had so many outs. If I played it a little bit differently, I honestly didn't think he'd have anything. If I played it a little bit differently, I think I would have gotten him. It's pretty good. Come on, have a 9. Do it. You gotta be getting tired of this. The bet is so ridiculous. Queen on the rib, just paying it all off. Back up to 73.5 mil. Keep it low. King should back him off. Could have gotten lucky on the river. Could have gotten lucky on the river here. I kind of want to see him have a good hand and just be fucking terrified. Like, I've gotten him to that point, I think. It's very tempting. He's very upset. Smart. He's trying to mitigate the skill gap. Okay. Never folding. I'm making my bets look so bullshit. I'm going to check. If he jams, I'm calling. Ah, you lucky shit. Ah, frustrating. Hits a 2-outer. And it's funny because if the queen comes, I don't lose another nickel. It's all right, though. I can beat him. These bets are not your thing, bro. I'll take you out in a little bit, Sarge. I got to win this first, okay? Just give me a minute. 6 isn't bad. Check, check 4. 4 isn't bad. Snap calls. 5. We could both have a 6 is the problem here. Ace high. You think somebody's pissed? I think he's a little pissed. He's going to start jamming every ace. All right. Think you would have played an ace a little heavier. Thought it was a jack. I mean, can't fold. Yep. What's the matter, bro? Heads up is a marathon, man. This is rough when he jams. Knew it was coming. So pair. I can beat him. I don't need that spot. I can beat him. I just feel like he's going to be jamming every ace. So I think my minimum there to call is like ace 9 suited or ace 10 offsuit. So. Timing tell. Huh. Deuce 5-4. Got a little slice. A little slice of that. Little bit of that. Little bit of that good stuff. All right. Little pepper there. A little sugar. There's not a lot of 10s out there. That's kind of a big bet to actually have something. You might actually be afraid of 5-6. It's tough if he bets. If he checks, he's probably got it. He rivered it. Like, it's so transparent. I said the bet's too big to have something. It's all right. It's fine. All right. I walk, you walk. All right. Ebb and flow, ebb and flow. Gut shot, backdoor flush draw. That bet seems more like he's got something than the other one, but I don't think I'm folding with all this potential. Ooh. Ooh. Not likely you have an ace, sir. Yeah. That bet told the story. That's fine. That's fine. A lot of timing things in there. A lot of timing. Gut shot. That was a quick check. This bet sometimes buys me the river. If he just calls it, we probably go check, check, turn. I honestly expected him to call there. Huh. Interesting. All right. And he's just being tight. Who knows? I'm going to limp. I want to see what he does. Okay. 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 There's that queen. Bet big. Might be getting it in here. Or not. I thought maybe if he's betting that big, he might want to go with a flush draw. But I definitely know that the big bet is weak. Another queen. I'm expecting a check raise here. Okay. Deuce. If he jams, I'm calling. Yeah. I'm thinking he might be reflecting my bets on him. So his bigger bets have tended to be weaker. So I was trying to convey weakness. Okay. All right. Big bet. No bet. Trying to get him to bluff. Never folding. Ace deuce. He might have called that. He might have called that, but I think checking was the better play. I'm going to walk him one. He's under 20 blinds. The blinds are going to go up in like 4 minutes. And when they do, he'll get cut by 20%. So he's going to go down to 15 blinds. Can have it. Seven's pretty good. I think he might be on a draw. That 6 has to be a spade. The 6 of spades is the worst card in the deck because it's a spade and it's a 6. It's the worst card in the deck. Hits the 10. Maybe I could have won that one on a river jam, but hard to tell. I mean, he's not wrong for calling with the gut shot, but I wonder if he calls if I jam river. It's queen. I haven't checked a flop in a while. I'm kind of instigating. Pair's pretty good. Checks back. So he's going to have a lot more draws than hands here. I mean, the ace on the river is kind of rough. I think I'm going to check it, though. I don't know if he bets a 6 or a 9 here. I think I just win. Yeah. Interesting. And that queen would have been pretty sick on the river, huh? Problem is, the more I show down, the more problems I run into. Might have to bet the turn. Nope, guess not. He's down to 20 blinds. Ace deuce. Small raise. I was going to jam on it, but the first time somebody does something out of the ordinary, I don't like to overplay my hand. So I'm going to check. Ace, diamond, deuce. God damn it. The first time he does something different, I almost jammed the ace deuce on him. He'd been making it 3.2 when he was down to 18 big blinds. Really? The small re-raise. Come on, 3. Take it easy, Sarge. He checks. I bet small. Yep. I think he wanted to race it, so I didn't want to give him the opportunity. I haven't done this yet. I mean, we're getting it in here quite often. I mean, right? So let's go. What do you got? Game! Boom! Give me that fucking bounty! $100 bounty for my own. First in the tournament. Tournament's over. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. Look at that shit. That's fucking awesome. Boom! 451 in prize money. $464.59 in fucking bounties. Holy shit. Awesome. Awesome. I got my bounty twice and I got his. A true heads up fucking clinic, baby. Woo! That's pretty awesome. That's pretty fucking awesome. Pretty awesome. He says it hurts. This guy's setting you guys up. This guy's setting you guys up. But it's GGEZ. Oh, I love it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta watch it. I gotta do it. Oh, winner, winner! Oh, baby! I'm going to tell you something. I should have reloaded my ACR account earlier today. I'm not going to show you my account. I should have reloaded my account. When I started the day, I had $150.33. And now I have... Holy Christ. I started this account with $1,000 back in October, and I've been running so horrible. It's been so awful. It's been absolute terror. And I want to show this to you guys. Boom. $1,000.14. I just got back everything. I just got back everything that I've been running so bad for the past fucking 3 months. I took 6 weeks off of fucking tournaments, and I fucking knew. First day back playing tournaments. I fucking knew it. Oh, baby. Woo. That's pretty awesome. I'm watching it back now. There's going to be a little bit of delay. I'm going to respond to you guys in chat, but I'm going to raid you out. I'm going to raid you out to a great player or a great person. I really love their streams. It's honestly one of the biggest streamers on Twitch. And if you fall in love with this format of streaming, then you're absolutely going to love them. Unbelievable person. I'm going to wait till I see the last hand. It's pretty crazy. There it is. Pocket Kings coming in. Coming in. I had $150. I can tell you, I wrote it down. $150.33. I profited $850 plus today. $850 plus. How you like this shit? I'm going to take a screenshot of that. You're going to see he calls with a gut shot. 10 on the turn. There's a lot of draws here. He bets big when he doesn't have shit. So I decide to overbet the pot. Betting more than 3/4. He jams it all in. What could I possibly have? What do you got? Hold. Boom! GG easy, motherfucker! I'm watching myself.
Wake up, Daddy's home.
Yeah, 465 in bounties and a 660 buy-in. 660 buy-in. Plus 900, it's like 1,000. $900. There it is. $915. How you like 150 times your buy-in? How you like it? So good. I'm going to raid you guys out. Have a great night. Thank you so much for hanging out. Follow the YouTube. Follow the TikTok, ! Links, LINKS, in the tournament or on Linktree, all my media, Instagram, Twitter, everything. All of it's there. I will be reviewing this. This final table will be posted in its entirety to YouTube. You'll get to see it all. Tomorrow morning, we're going to have a Wake Up With Me stream at I'll start somewhere between 11 a.m. and noon Pacific Standard Time. And, yeah, we'll go over the hands from this tournament. We'll go over the heads up quite a bit. And we're going to show how good, logical, play, fundamentally sound poker. Fundamentally sound poker. That's what wins tournaments. Everything made sense. Very little luck involved. Super, super, super great. Well played. I loved it. It was awesome. No risks needed to be taken. And that heads up clinic started that heads up at a 3-1 deficit. Came back, took it all. Pretty fucking awesome. Awesome, awesome, awesome. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to raid you out. Have a great night. Love you guys. Thank you so much for hanging out. All the gifted subs. Bills, man, you're a superstar. 6 gifted subs. Unbelievable. I'm so glad you guys came out. I will see you tomorrow between 11 and noon Pacific Standard Time. We'll go over all this and have a great time. No delay stream in the morning. You can ask me anything at the time.